lot of people try to get at me and say, you a know-it-all. No, I try to know it all.
Yeah, there's a difference between being a know-it-all and trying to know it all. Like,
I'm trying to know everything.
You have no problem with constantly learning.
Yes. Even with like when people kept like banging on like the transgender stuff. Like, you know what? I'm a whole week I'm listening to nothing but transgender stuff. So I listen to podcasts, documentaries, and I'm like, I'm understand this whole, what's the problem? You know what I found out was some of them are crazy as fuck.
Yes.
That's what I learned. Yes. Some of these motherfuckers do believe who they think they are, but a lot of these motherfuckers for real crazy and need help. Like, real, for real. Like, that's a major thing. Like, a lot of people ain't trying to talk about this mental problem people have. People got mental issues who just don't want to straight up admit it.
Yes, they do.
It's a thing I always tell them, like, I talk to my friends and stuff, like, you want to know if someone's truly crazy? See how they act in front of the police. Truly crazy people ain't gonna straighten up.
Exactly.
You're gonna keep acting crazy the whole way through. No, you ain't crazy. You know who to act crazy to.
It's it's when I worked at a ER. I worked down in an ER, and when people would come in, being brought in by the police and stuff like that, and they were like actually crazy, you could tell they were actually crazy. Nobody's just they weren't like playing or anything. They were really crazy. So yes, I definitely do know that plight.
Well, it's a lot of people who just like, I don't know, because I'm like people hate saying they're millennial. I'm a millennial. We are people we changed this country. You do. Exactly. We the first generation where we became billionaires overnight, literally.
Exactly.
Mark Zuckerberg, all these tech companies, all these sites y'all using are made by people who was born between the 80s and the late 90s. Yeah, we are the shit. No, we ain't one of these kids, because I don't like being part of that. People try to say they are a generation, or like, we all get our participation trophies and all this extra shit, and we like being coddled. No, and like, we don't want to work. Like, no, we just got hip to the past. I'm like, no, exactly. we not gonna work like our fucking fathers and work at the damn plant for 40 fucking years, and yeah, no, that's retarded. And he's never took a vacation, he's never took a plane, he never did anything because he worked at this job forever. Yeah, so we got hip, millennials. To you Gen X people, these people running the country right now, Gen X and boomers, these people running the country. Ain't no damn millennial. They got a couple millennials and they treat them like dog shit.
Exactly.
Nah, ain't us. Dude, shit ain't gonna change until like probably 2050. That's why I keep saying 2050 is the end. Yeah, of them running shit. That's why we need to make this generation more. That's why you see a lot of other like white supremacist white people who are like combating right now with the woke stuff. They was already doing on this. They was combating other white people even back then with the whole you being PC and all this other stuff. They're trying to stop their other white mates to tell them like, hey man, stop talking about blacks need help and all these other people need help. Focus on us. Like, no, dude, they ain't right. Like, dude, you're being off code. No, you being off code. These people are fucking getting treated like shit, and you telling me to shut the fuck up. You call me woke because I'm saying you're a racist. Shit, hell yes. These police are gunning black folks down, and you can't pretend like it's no difference. Like, we just had a shooting at a school again in Georgia. What are you talking about? And it was once again a white dude. Dude, who did it? And ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it. They gonna just say, he was a loner, he was bullied. No, only one white man. It's a clip I showed years ago on the podcast. Only one newscaster, one white man said, man, who has the moral courage to speak up and say, why is it always white dudes?
So Dale Hansen moves away from sports this morning.
He has something he wants to say about school shootings. Here is his extra point.
Another high school shooting yesterday, this one in Florida. 17 dead, the last report I saw. And everybody sends their thoughts and prayers again because that works so well. This is the 18th high school shooting in America this year, and we have 10 and a half months to go. We've had 290 since 2013. We average about one a week, but there's just nothing we can do. If it was a Muslim or a Mexican doing the shooting, how many new laws and how much money would we spend then to stop the madness? But since it's almost always a white kid, there's just nothing we can do. America has 5% of the world's population and yet 31% of the world's mass shootings. Is this the people we are? Last time I said we need to find a way to stop a nut with a gun, and that's all I said. I get an email saying, I'm saving my last bullet to put it right between your eyes. Just another responsible gun owner in America, and I'm taking all bets he's a white guy. So there's just nothing we can do.
Do you have the moral courage to stand up and stop the system that you part of? Because a lot of white people say, man, I'm poor, I live in a trailer. But do you got whiteness? It's the reason why we can play videos called Karen videos of normal white women snapping on black people, and they getting away with it, getting people locked up, some killed. These people know they have the power, even though they're regular people. It's a joke Chris Rock said back in the 90s. He said, I got a dentist living next to me, and I'm Chris Rock. A lot of people don't even get that joke. He's saying that I'm a mega movie star, mega comedian who had to do all this shit, and the person living next to me is a regular old dentist. He didn't have to work hard. He didn't have to be the greatest. He's like, he ain't even the greatest dentist. He a normal dentist living next to me. You just gotta be a normal white guy. Well, I gotta be 10 times as hard and working than you.
Exactly.
That was a deep joke back in the 90s. He was trying to tell you about white supremacy. People just think it's a joke. Like, no, he telling y'all what it is.
That's my thing. My mom always, I remember, like, she used to tell me, you got to work twice as hard to get half of what they get. And I remember, like, as a kid, I'm like, oh, yeah, that happened back in the day, but things are really different now. They're not.
Nope.
They're not. And I told her that. I think, like, after I turned, like, 25, I was like, yeah, you were right.
Some people do use that excuse to not want to stand up because of, white supremacy. Like, man, white man just gonna hold me back. That's why you do it in spite of that. You don't do it because you like, oh man, I can't do it, man. These people hold me back. Well, you do it in spite of them. That's why they hate you the most when you succeed. You succeeding. Like, damn, we put all these obstacles in front of this nigga. He's still succeeding. Yeah. Right. And that's why the culture of this country is us. FBA. When you think of resistance, you think us. Black Americans.
Same when Mike Brown got killed over 10 years ago,
Yep. I was out there when it happened. I was there literally the hour after he died.
I remember, I know where that is. I remember I was actually at work that day. I was working at a casino back then. Mm-hmm. And I didn't find out until I went on break, and I was like just checking Facebook and all that kind of stuff, and saw that, and I was like, oh wow. But that's one thing I will say that, when that was going on, it was nice to see, Chinese people, just people across the world standing in solidarity with them.
Man, because we the truth. People worship these other cultures like Japan and Europe and China. Yeah, and you heard me say earlier, I like the Japanese shit, but I never would say they better than Black American culture.
Right.
You got some people who believe that. Man, I wish I was in Japan, man. Shit, they lifestyle way better. No, it's the reason why they're having a freaking birth problem over there. Black culture ain't rebelling. It's about taking something from nothing. 'Cause we ain't scary like these other people. I'm telling you, man. We got so many of these black nerds, and these black nerds who just so self-hating, and they like the only black friend. So they'll be self-deprecating. They'll take all the nigga jokes from their white friends. I'm like, dude, you don't have to be the butt of the joke. How many black nerds I've seen do like the George Floyd challenge? My white friend's gonna lay on my neck. Like, what the fuck, dude? How do you even think that's funny?
That's.
How do you think that's funny? Man, come on, man. Black people, we kill each other in mass numbers. No, we don't. If you actually look at the FBI database, which I do, it's more white people than black people in this country. So people killing each other in mass numbers are white folks.
Exactly.
The biggest killers of white folks. And I tell people all the time, like, you more likely to get killed by your own race than any other race. So yes, it is black on black crime. The fuck? What else supposed to fucking be? Just like when your kid get kidnapped or molested or something, they look at the family first. They ain't looking at the outside. Shit. The hell? So that's a redundant thing, trying to hold something on the whole community, that we gotta stop all crime. Every time something happens, man, we gotta stop killing each other. Damn, you putting in a whole community, we all gotta stop killing each other. Jesus Christ, you don't hold that on Asians or whites, but for us, we gotta stop all crime before we have any type of sympathy. People got problems, man.
They
It's
really
self-hate, the self-hating, and you get a lot from these black nerds, self-hating. Like, you don't have to hate yourself to make these white people feel comfortable. Or you can't say white. How many times I've been in these cons, and these white people love me. We got to hear on this YouTube channel of me talking how I'm talking right now in front of white folks, and they like all quiet listening, like, no one's never told me this.
Really?
Like, yeah. Like, man, I'm talking to young white folks, and they be like, man, I'm in college, I don't even know this. Like, of course. They're not going to teach you what's going on in the fucking world for real. They want you to think fucking it's some Democrat, Republican, and it's support for this, and you gotta pass a bill. No, dude, it's all anti-blackness. All of it. Every race comes to this country. Just think about it. Every race who ever came to this country, they get picked on for a little bit, and then they get introduced to whiteness. Italians, the Irish, the Asians, everyone gets picked on by the white supremacists. And once you understand what the racial pecking order is, black's the bottom. That's why these white supremacists, they don't give a fuck about hiring on Asian above them. Shit, they know they're gonna still be on that white supremacist shit. You know not to hire no blacks. Shit, they know. Dude, there's a reason why we kept getting flagged on our doing my suspected white supremacist list. We was getting flagged like crazy. Them white supremacist nerds were going nuts when we start calling out their favorite YouTubers. Who was calling them out? Boy, they went nuts when we said Joe Rogan, boy. They was like, well, Joe Rogan, he's not a racist. Then I proceeded to play a clip in the video of 10 minutes long, him saying nigga on different occasions. Him encouraging other white people to say nigga. Say nigga, just say it, man. Nigga. Don't be scared, just a word. He's saying these niggas. And some people in like, oh man, I ain't saying that shit, man. Because they know what's going to happen in the future. And exactly what happened. Shit. Came back and bud bit him in his ass. He got black folks caping for him. Man, he ain't racist. I know him. I know Joe Rogan. He passed me a blunt. he ain't racist. See, that's wrong to you black folks. Y'all think because a white person smoke and drink with you, because it's all the time they want to hang out with you, smoke and drink. And they don't want to fuck with you on no business shit. You got some smoke, drink, hell yeah, you cool guy. They sober the fuck up as soon as you ask, like, man, how the fuck you get this fucking... Shit, I thought we was friends. Yeah, man, but I'm just trying to chill, man. Like, come on, dude. Boy, y'all gotta understand, they call it slumming for a reason in the white community. We know all their codes, dog. Y'all know these codes. And y'all seen it in real life with Miley Cyrus and Justin Bieber. Exactly. They hang out with some black folks, because once you get that black American energy, people start digging you. I got that energy back. All right, well, all right, yeah, I'm a plain white person now. I don't hang out with them blacks no.
Terrible.
Come here, use us, motherfucker.
Exactly.
It's all about man, black pride, black first, be one, real.